Gemini, you have not arrived here by chance, Gemini. It is not a game of coincidences that brought you to these words, but a secret breath of the universe that pushed your spirit toward this message. When the stars whisper and the cards unfold upon the table, they do not err. They know when your soul is ready to listen, and today is that day. Your heart did not stumble into this message. It is a calling, it is a mandate, it is a sign. For the heavens have opened a portal of revelation for you. Because your Gemini spirit, divided between light and shadow, needed to hear the truth hidden behind the veil. And here you are. Do you feel it? That vibration brushing your chest and shaking your mind is not a coincidence. It is confirmation that what you are reading belongs to you. Gemini, the arcana unfold before me, and the first thing I see is a warning. Your path is not empty. There are hidden forces disguised as friendships. There are presences that smile while planting thorns in your back. Not everyone celebrates your brilliance. Not everyone enjoys the quickness of your mind. There are those who envy you in silence. Those who feed off your energy like shadows stealing the light of a lantern in the middle of the night. The tarot reveals invisible chains, bonds of false loyalties that you must recognize before they trap you completely. Ask yourself, Gemini, who laughs with you but remains silent when you fall? Who says they support you, but their words are hollow of truth? The universe shows you this today because it does not want you to fall into deceit. You are not alone, but you are surrounded by trials. The cards speak of masks, and the masks will soon fall. And fear not, because divine justice is already moving in your favor. Just as the moon rules the tides, so too does celestial balance begin to tilt to your side. What is yours will be returned. What was stolen from you in silence will no longer remain hidden. The arcane of the sword shines. It will cut the lies, tear down impostors, and open your path. Today you receive this sacred decree. I free myself from invisible chains and claim the light that belongs to me. Repeat it softly, repeat it 3 times if you can. It is the shield the universe places in your hand. Now, as you do, write this phrase in the comments to seal your commitment. The light guides and protects me. Write it to affirm your faith, and as you do, remember that giving a like to this message is a gesture of gratitude to the universe. It is not mere support, it is also a promise to yourself, to open your heart to receive more signs, more miracles, more revelations that will change your life in a 180-degree turn toward abundance. Stay attentive, Gemini, for this is only the beginning. The first truth has been revealed. Yes, there are hidden enemies, but there is also divine justice on your side. Your story does not end in pain, but in awakening. This message is the initial flame. What follows is deeper, more revealing, more yours than ever. I free myself from invisible chains and claim the light that belongs to me. Gemini, listen closely, for the murmur of the stars now becomes a clear voice. The universe does not warn you out of pity, but because it desires your awakening. There is divine justice on its way, and though its steps may seem slow, the wheel has already begun to turn. The wheel of destiny spins, and when it does, no one can stop its course. You have felt betrayal. You have seen the double face in those who claim to support you. That wound still throbs, but it will not be eternal. The astral charts reveal a cycle of balance. What was sown with deceit will reap emptiness. What you sowed with kindness will bloom with abundance. Do you think all your effort was in vain? No. Gemini, every tear has been counted, every struggle observed. The tribunal of the invisible has already passed its judgment, and the scales begin to tip toward you. I ask you, how many times did you remain silent to avoid conflict? How many times did you give more than you received? Those silences of yours were gathered as seeds in the fertile soil of the cosmos, and now they sprout. Divine justice does not arrive when you want, but when it is perfect. And that perfection is touching your life. I see in your cards the figure of the arcane of judgment. It is a calling, a trumpet that awakens the sleeping and reveals the hidden. In your surroundings, truths buried will come to light. Words unsaid in your presence will echo in your ears, so you may know who is truly with you and who hid beneath the veil of falsehood. And when that happens, you will not need to raise your hand. The universe will do it for you. The decree is alive, repeat it, for each repetition opens a door. I free myself from invisible chains and claim the light that belongs to me. Gemini, do not forget that the sacred also demands action. Divine justice will do its part, but you must take steps. Love, work, money, all are reconfiguring in your favor. But to receive, you must make space. What does this mean? That it is time to release what binds you, to let go of that relationship that drains your energy, to leave behind that job that does not recognize your worth, or at least to begin tracing the path towards something new. The universe pushes you, but you must walk. In love, the vibration is clear, a cleansing approaches. Toxic bonds will weaken, and pure hearts will draw near. If you are in a relationship, destiny will test its strength. What is true will be affirmed, what is false will break. If you are alone, the magnetism you radiate will attract someone whose soul has already been searching for yours. But first, you must close doors that are still ajar. In work, your quick and dual mind is your best weapon. Do not fear showing what you know, do not fear proposing, because even though some may try to overshadow you, the clarity of your ideas shines too brightly. The stars announce movement, changes of roles, unexpected promotions, or even the opportunity to start something of your own. Trust, for your word becomes an arrow, your thought becomes a seed. Financially, a harvest is coming. You may not see it yet, but what you planted in past months begins to bear fruit. A debt that seemed forgotten will be paid, a project that seemed halted will gain momentum, an unexpected income will manifest. Money flows to you, not to be hoarded in fear, but to be used as a key to freedom. Now, write in your heart this phrase and share it in the comments to seal your destiny. I accept the justice of the universe and prepare to receive my abundance. And remember, Gemini, by liking this message, you not only support these words, but you thank the universe for bringing you here. That simple act is your way of declaring, I am ready, I am open, I am willing to receive more signs, more revelations, more miracles. Feel how the energy changes, how what was hidden begins to reveal itself, how justice already walks toward you. And do not forget, in a firm voice, to repeat once more, I free myself from invisible chains and claim the light that belongs to me. Gemini, the universe insists on speaking to you, and this time it does not whisper, but echoes across invisible plains. Love, the greatest force that moves all that exists, leans toward you. But it does not come without trials. For before tasting the nectar's sweetness, the bee must face the flower's thorns. So it is with you. In the realm of the heart, the stars show me that you are in transition. Many of you, children of duality, have felt trapped between the nostalgia of what was and the hope of what will be. Love has tested you, marked you, perhaps even broken you, but not to destroy you, rather to purify you. Have you not felt your tears were salt cleansing old wounds? The universe wants you to know those wounds are healing, and a new dawn is opening for you. If you have a partner, clarity will come. The hidden will be revealed. You may uncover secrets, you may confirm doubts, but the truth will surface. And at that moment, the relationship will transform. What is real will deepen, what is false will wither like dry leaves blown by the wind. Fear not, for though it may hurt, divine justice always leads you to what you deserve. If you are single, The magnetism of your spirit is awakening. You may have felt lonely, but in reality you were being prepared. And now, the vibration you emit begins to attract one who resonates with your soul. This person will not be just anyone. They will be a mirror of what you have learned, a reflection of your light. Someone whose energy brings calm amidst your storms. Love is not only a partner. Love is also family, friendships, connection with the world. And here too a cleansing is coming. False friends will drift away. The true will remain. Accept this process as an act of self-love, for the universe never takes, it only purifies. The decree remains alive, like a torch lighting this path. I free myself from invisible chains and claim the light that belongs to me. Now, listen about work and money. The tarot shows your restless mind has been dreaming of changes. Gemini, you were not born for the static. You were born for movement, for ideas that travel like birds between branches. A work change approaches. Perhaps you've intuited it, a proposal, a promotion, an unexpected turn. Do not fear, for the new does not come to destroy, it comes to raise you. Money also flows. There are signs of contracts, agreements, or even unexpected rewards. The universe reminds you that money is not enemy nor burden, it is energy. And as energy, it must move. Use what you receive to open paths, not to bind yourself further. And here is something crucial. Your color of power is revealed as deep blue, a tone that calms your mind and expands your intuition. Wear it, gaze upon it, surround yourself with it when you want to feel protected and connected with divine justice. Your lucky numbers are 3, 9, and 11. Repeat them, use them, for they are not mere figures. They are codes that open invisible doors. Write in the comments to seal this energy. Love and abundance are already walking toward me. Do it as a declaration of faith. And in doing so, remember to like this message. It is not just support, it is a way of thanking the cosmos for showing you this decree and opening yourself to receive more signs. It is your way of committing, yes, I am ready, yes, I am prepared for the change to come. Look around, Gemini. Do you not feel the vibration shifting? What was once uncertainty becomes clarity. What was fear becomes strength. What was lack now announces abundance. For your soul is entering a time where miracles will not be the exception, they will be the rule. Do not forget to repeat it once more, as if it were the beating of your heart. I free myself from invisible chains and claim the light that belongs to me. The spiritual energy intensifies around you, and though you may not always perceive it clearly, it is already at work in your life. It is no accident that you wake with thoughts that feel like messages, nor that you sense presences when you believe you are alone. The astral cards reveal that your spiritual guides, those who walk with you from invisible planes, are more active than ever. They protect you, warn you, and at the same time push you toward your true destiny. At this stage, the battle is no longer external, Gemini, but internal. For the hidden enemies have been pointed out, for divine justice is already moving, but now your mind must align with victory. Your thoughts are seeds. If you think fear, you harvest chains. If you think freedom, you reap wings. And the universe wants you to know, this is your time to choose wisely what you plant inside. The cards show me the figure of the star, an arcane of hope, of celestial guidance, of promises fulfilled. Do you remember how many times you felt lost? How many times you doubted your path? Today that doubt begins to fade. For the light of the star marks a road no one can extinguish. And that star is you yourself, illuminated by the grace of the divine. But the star also warns you, to receive the new, you must release the old. You must let go of resentment, stop carrying the chains of guilt, abandon inherited fears. For what is coming demands lightness, demands faith. Are you willing to let go? Are you ready to fly? The decree reignites like sacred fire on your lips. I free myself from invisible chains and claim the light that belongs to me. The spiritual energy surrounding you is powerful. It shows itself in synchronicities, in revealing dreams, in intuitions that may seem madness but later prove true. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to the signs: a feather on your path, a number repeated on a clock, a word spoken 3 times by different lips. They are codes, reminders that you do not walk alone. In love, this spiritual force also works. If a relationship does not vibrate at your frequency, it will weaken until it breaks. If someone is truly for you, you will feel a connection beyond logic. And if that person has not yet arrived, understand the universe is preparing them, just as it prepares your heart. At work, spiritual energy opens doors that seemed closed. Influential people will begin to see you. Opportunities that seemed impossible will present themselves. It is not cheap magic. It is the result of your faith and the energy released when you embraced your decree. Financially, a turn arises. It may come as an unexpected project, divine help disguised as a human being, or even the closure of a cycle that seemed stuck. Do not underestimate the small, for from the small springs the great. Your spiritual energy is tied to the air element, which is your Gemini essence, but now it mingles with the fire of transformation. Air and fire together produce an unstoppable flame. That is your strength: thought that ignites, word that burns, action that illuminates. Write in the comments to reaffirm your destiny. Spiritual victory is already mine. Do it, for by declaring it in words, you seal in matter what is already real in the invisible. And by liking this message, you not only give thanks, but confirm before the universe that you are ready to keep receiving signs, decrees, and miracles. It is your pact, your sacred yes to change. Remember, Gemini, what seemed loss was preparation. What seemed end was beginning. What seemed defeat, in reality, was the prelude to your triumph. Victory is already written, and soon you will see it manifest. And in a firm voice, once more, repeat: I free myself from invisible chains and claim the light that belongs to me. You have walked the path of warnings, discovered the hidden enemies, seen how divine justice moves in your favor, and understood that victory is no empty promise, but destiny written. Now, Gemini, comes the time of harvest. The universe opens its hand, and what once seemed a desert now blooms like a garden after the storm. Love transforms into balm. No longer the wound that bleeds, now the refuge that heals. A deep union arrives in your life, and if it is already present, it renews with strength and tenderness. It is a love that requires no masks, that does not ask you to hide your essence, but celebrates each of your dualities. That love is freedom, and freedom is what you always sought. Financially, abundance manifests. The numbers that once did not add up now multiply. The projects that seemed stuck now move. And most importantly, your mindset changes. You no longer view money with fear or lack. You see it as a river that flows, as an ally that moves with you. Remember always, money is not an end, it is a means. Not a prison, but a key. At work, recognition comes. What you worked on in silence, what seemed ignored, will now be seen. Do not fear shining, for your shine can no longer be dimmed. The universe confirms. Your word has power, your mind has open paths. Your talent will no longer be hidden. And spiritually, the promise is even greater. The shadow that once surrounded you has no strength now. The invisible chains break definitively. The doors that were closed open. And the air you breathe is different now. It is air of freedom, air of victory, air of new beginnings. Hear this, Gemini. What is coming is greater than what you lost. What you will receive is stronger than what was taken from you. What you are about to live is proof the universe never left you alone. The sacred decree resounds one final time in your heart as the final seal of this revelation. I free myself from invisible chains and claim the light that belongs to me. Write it in your thoughts, on your lips, in your life. Repeat it when you doubt. Repeat it when you feel fear. Repeat it when you want to remember who you are. For you are child of the light, child of the air, child of the stars. And now, to close this message, write in the comments, I accept my victory, my love, and my abundance. Do it as the final pact with the universe. And do not forget to like this message, not as an empty gesture, but as conscious gratitude. It is your way of saying, yes, I receive, yes, I thank, yes, I am ready to keep receiving the signs that will transform my life. Your final color of power is gold, symbol of royalty and abundance. Surround yourself with it when you want to remember your worth. And keep your lucky numbers, 7, 12, and 21. They are portals, keys, codes that will open what seemed inaccessible. Gemini, this is your time. No more chains, no more shadows. Only light, only love, only victory. The universe did not err in bringing you here. And you know it because you feel it deep within your being. Now I say farewell with the certainty that these words have already echoed in your soul. It is not goodbye, it is see you soon. For the universe will keep speaking to you, guiding you, showing you that all is aligned for your good. With deep love, with a maternal voice, and with the strength of the sacred I tell you, walk in faith, for the light is already yours.